Hey up everybody, my name's Joshua Morrison, director of Johnny Moz's Lessons in Confidence, and today I wanted to do a little bit more of this song that we've been working on slowly. Now the other day I put out a video called Calling All Musicians, where I wanted to get other musicians involved in the process of making this particular song, and I wanted to form a bit of a community around music and a bit of an email centric band where we can just send stems from one person to the other, and after we do this song we can do other songs as well, and you know, whilst this might be my idea for a song, other people have other ideas for songs and we can sort of work together to come up with something kind of interesting. So for this song, I realised in that video that I made a very large mistake. I said that the main riff was in 7/8. Now here is that main riff, which it goes a little bit like this. Hang on. How am I going to do this actually? What I'm going to do, just going to record that through there. Okay, that needs to come off because, right, sorry, I was figuring it out. I figured it out now. So I thought that this was in 7/8, right? Now, I think I made a very large mistake because it's not in 7/8. So if it was in 7/8, it would be like this. But it's not. So that's the extra thing that turns it from 7 to 9. And to be honest, I quite like 9/8. It's a fun one. It's hard. I'm not good at these ones. I'm okay at 3/4. I'm good at 3/4. I'm okay-ish at 5/4. And 12/8 I'm also good at. But 12/8 feels more or less like 4/4, like I fucked up, but we get the general idea. So with this thing, I found out that it was a 9/8. I was really struggling to come up with some drums because it seems like something that should have quite a simple drum pattern in this. Boom, 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 boom. Right, so it's not anything that needs particularly like much in the way of something difficult going on. So here's kind of what I came up with. So it's crackling because it's my fault. So yeah, I think there's a lot of interest to be had with this idea, and I think what I want to do today is I want to turn this main riff into a bit more than just this, because it's not great, is it? Let's be completely honest here. That's not brilliant. So what I'm going to start off by doing, I think, is we're going to go through and we're going to just move all this along a little bit because I want this stuff to come in a little bit. I don't want it to start off like this. I actually want the song to start off with a bit of a Shine on You Crazy Diamond style kind of thing, where it's a little bit Shine on You Crazy Diamond. So what I like about this song is the way that, if we just skip through the first couple minutes of it, you've got these really nice, slow soundscapes that slowly build you up and build you up and build you up to the point where, like for instance, now we've got the actual riff that's coming in, the down wow wow sort of thing, right? So we got all these elements that are building up until we get to the point of this where the final proper song has made itself known. So that's kind of what I want to do with this song, but I want to do it on a shorter time scale because I don't want, you know, 4 fucking minutes of just like ambience and stuff like that. So I think to start this off, I'm going to go in and I'm just going to have a look at, let's see what we've got in terms of weird instruments and stuff. I know I've got some decent organs somewhere, I just can't find them. There's all sorts of stuff that you can just get your hands on. Like, what's this? Is this it? Grallion? Hang on. Okay, so now I've got Grallion, whatever Grallion is. Let's just do something like that. Let's have a quick look. Huh. Well, it should be, if it's grallying, it should be grallying, but it isn't. See, I'm not very good at this, if you haven't been able to tell. So, let's see. Okay, I think we just need to leave that for now, because alternatively I could just do it out of the guitar, which I might probably end up doing. So I think what I want to do instead is focus on this drum pattern. So we have this. So bum bum ba bum 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 boo. Bum bum ba bum ba bum 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 bum. So I think it's bum bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum. Okay, right, I get it. So the middle one is a bigger, it's like not a kick, it's something else. So I reckon what that means for us and our sake is that this, maybe it could go like a frame further. No, I don't think that's, no, that doesn't feel right. Okay, so what I think it means is this needs some kind of, maybe it needs like a higher hi-hat. No, I don't like that. That's not it. It needs, I think what it should do instead is have that. Bum bum ba bum ba bum bum. Bum bum ba bum ba bum 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 ba bum ba bum bum bum. Okay, so if not that, I don't think that's the one. I think this should be something like maybe a tom 2. Let's try that. Okay, not a tom 2, maybe a tom 3. I get the sense a tom could work here. Something like that. No, it's suddenly a bit reverby. Not reverb, but large. It's too large for it. But bom bom, da dun dun doo. So here's where something good can come in. How to spice up MIDI drum grooves. Obviously, it's not just, like, obviously we need to work with intensities and stuff like that, but I see that there's something more in the percussion that is required. And I'm wondering if there's just some online tool that can maybe just build things out. Because I know that there's like randomizer fucking things that can like add dynamics and stuff to various things. What's the opposite? Is it humanize? Maybe if I hit humanize, let's try that. So yeah, how many tutorials do you see where someone just starts Googling stuff? That's what you get on this show. Let's see. Where's humanize? It's called humanize. I do definitely know that. I just need to. Okay. Well, I don't want to quantize it though. I want to humanize it. Oh, okay, so humanize it. Here we are. That made it sound worse. Okay, so bum bum ba bum dun dun ba bum. I think bum bum ba bum ba bum bum. I think this should be a snare. And this should be a kick. Maybe a snare roll? That doesn't massively work, if I'm going to be completely honest. Maybe. No, that doesn't make any sense. Okay, right, so in that case then, bum bum ba bum ba bum 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 bum, low high low high low 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 high. No, it's the slow figuring out process that I think is important here, because it is quite difficult to actually figure out exactly how you're going to sort these things out. So, boom, boom. I think this is a snare. But I feel like... Ooh, let's try that. Let's try that. That felt quite right. That felt quite right. So what we're going to do, we're going to have four loads of it. Okay. So this is not how you're meant to hold a guitar or do anything, but fuck it. Okay. Oh, shut up. Stop. You know, give me 1 sec. Yep, I am just walking off in the middle of it, leaving the drum machine rolling, as any intelligent tutorialist will tell you to do. At least my amp's not haunted anymore. Don't say that in the middle of a fucking video though. Right, now that's cool. Right. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Old one. Yeah, it's an improvement. Whatever we did there is a slight improvement. Okay, great. So I'm just trying to shut up. It's doing a little hiss, and I think that's getting in the way of the audio, which I don't particularly want for this. And I think we can just leave it like that. You can hear that, right? So whatever we've done, this is an improvement. Okay. But now it's figuring out what this rhythm is. So I'm not very good at figuring out rhythms. So let's just go on Google how to figure out what my rhythm is called. You're not going to find anything there. Rhythm is determined by the notes and the note values. For example, a half note and 2 whole notes make a rhythm. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I know all this, but well, I don't actually. Above you have 8th note triplet. Okay. I don't think it's a hemiola. Okay, so if you kind of look, you've got long, short, long, very long. Long, short, long, very long. And this one seems to be a bit longer than this one, so. So it seems to be grouped into 2s, but I get the sense there's a group of 4, a group of 3, and a group of 1. So, or you could say 2 groups of 2, 1 group of 3, and 1 group of 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't count it, it's very hard. But what I'm thinking with regards to this, so maybe there's a way of getting some, I feel like it needs some kind of grounding element to it, and that is where the hi-hats need to come in and need to do their job. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a look. Let's start off with just sticking to the numbers. Let's see what happens there, because I'm noticing it's kind of, it's not really, it's sort of, it's hovering always a little bit ahead, apart from this one, which is a little bit behind. Oh wait, no, it's still ahead. There's just not one here, so let's have a look. So you can see that's what this sounds like on the grid. So we are a weird form of swing or something. I'm not sure. I mean, obviously, what you would do is something like that. I also feel like you wouldn't have the hi-hat on every single thing. Maybe, like, what we need is to figure out how the hell you would do eighth notes with this. I just don't see how you could do eighth notes with this. It just seems very difficult. Because they're all so far apart. So let me just try something a bit weird here, okay? I have no expectation of this actually working. And if it does, I'd be very happy, but I'm not expecting it to in the absolute slightest. So if it works, I'll be over the moon. But it's probably not going to. Well, it also needs one more. It's very difficult, but yeah, I've unplugged the guitar now, so it might be a bit easier to just mess around with. Let's see, let's see. I mean, it doesn't work terribly. I'm going to say that. It doesn't, it's all right. It semi-works. I think whatever, because look, these ones here, it's a bit lower in terms of the intensity. What I want to try, let's try that. Let's just see what happens there. Hang on, can I turn the intensity like way up on there? All the way to the top. We're not going to keep up there, but. It needs to be a tiny bit closer. I feel like it's like a little bit late. We'll just do that for now. It might seem stupid, I know, but let's just see it. I don't know, it's weird. Almost like it needs to be in between these two things. But like, that's really stupid, you know? Like, it should go here. Hang on. I think this isn't helping. This note, that one note there isn't helping. It just sounds a little bit like fucked. I don't know. Let me see. Do you get dum dum dum? It sounds a little bit like that, and I'm just trying to see where that can actually be coming from. Like, because I feel like if I do this, it's not going to fix it. I mean, it kind of did. Let's see if I just move those to the grid. Okay. Then if I move that as well, let's see what happens. I don't know, these just feel like they're slightly wrong. There's a splash on here somewhere. Ah, here it is. Oh, there's loads more. Let's try like a foot splashy one. Let's see if that helps. Okay. So I feel like we have made some progress there, some actual genuine progress, which was much more than I was expecting, I'm going to be completely honest. So now, let's take this, let's copy paste it, so that I can humanize this one, and just focus on this one. So, yeah, nothing else to worry about here. So if I go in and I humanize, I don't want it to be nearly that much. I want literally like 1%, and I want not very much velocity. Boom, 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 boom. I feel like it needs a bit of bias back this way. Not much, but a tiny bit. So, I don't know, to me it still feels like when I used to play before I could play, but then what happens, right? What I seem to notice happens anyway, is look, I'm gonna pick the guitar up and I'm just gonna start. Hang on, let's try again. Because when I play it to it, it works. Yeah, okay. So it does work like that. And then there's obviously variations that could come through. I don't know, it's got this sort of thing to it. Kind of sort of motion to it, which I'm not massively keen on. And I just want to smoothen that out. If I can just smoothen that out, I think that'll be the video, because this is a very simple thing to sort. So what is interesting is that this is very clearly, it's not technically on the grid. So if I move that there, I know that's probably from the humanizing. So hang on, if I go in on it, so it's sort of like that. Hang on. I feel like maybe these need to be a bit like quiet as well. Dun 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 dun, bub bub. Maybe you could have like a little bubba sort of thing. So let's try that. Ooh, that could be interesting. No, not like that. I think I mean more like this. Let's see. No, I don't mean that. Maybe I mean like this. That could be interesting. Let's see. No. But maybe just the one to sort of fill it into the next bit. Bubba. I feel like it needs a bubba sort of thing. Yeah, I'm a bit confused. So, oh, here's an idea. Maybe you do something like this. 2/5 and 7/5. Let's just see. Maybe, oh, snare. It should be snare. I'm a fucking mong. Rim shot maybe for this. Let's see. No, absolutely not. Maybe like that. Da-da. Ooh, that could be cool. Let's see that. I feel like we've made some improvements there. I don't know. Part of me is really scared that it's not in 9/8, it's in 15/16. Which, if it is, I'm just going to have to... just do it like that, because, no, I'm not messing around with 15/16. I do quite like that, though. It's got a bit of a drum and bassness almost to it. But, obviously, you need some more sort of sprinkled in, so... I'm not sure where they would go, though. So they would probably go somewhere. But anyway, we've kind of got that. I also had the idea that maybe you could start off, not start off, but you could do something along the lines of this. So you would have your main ones, which would have the groove to them, and then you would have these ones, which are just one-hit cymbal and kick drum things, where you could quite simply combine the two, and it would give you a sense of rhythm. So watch. Yeah, okay, so I started to fuck up towards the end. But you can see how that sort of thing could work, particularly because I want it to go, I'm gonna do it with some lyrics now. Insignia, 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 insignia. Insignia, 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 and so on and so forth. So you could do something sort of like that. And also kind of, I don't have the drums immediately to hand, although we could just try one of the basic ones in Stephen Slate. Apologies for this. Apologies for the technical inconveniences. Apologies for the technical inconveniences there. We've cut out briefly for a second, but we are back. So yeah, in terms of the song in general, I think I have generally figured out the main riff and the overall rhythm behind it. If anyone knows what the hell this rhythm is called, if it has a name, because I've been trying to find other 9/8 sort of things, and none of them sound like this at all. I did also have this other 9/8 idea I was using in another song, but for reasons I'm not using that song anymore, I'm not working on that song anymore. So I want to actually take this idea that I never actually published and put it on this song. This is going to be the very end of the song, I think. So yeah, that's a kind of nice little thing at the end, which you could sort of boom, poof, boom, poof, boom, boom, poof, boom, poof, boom. So that's the rhythm that has when I put the drums to that one in 9/8, and that worked. That's what most of the drum sound sort of sounded like. For the rhythms for 9/8, they sound quite syncopated. This sounds syncopated, but to me it feels very natural. But when you listen to it on its own, it doesn't sound natural. And I'd like to build this MIDI thing out for this section in particular. Come up with some variations, maybe some that have like, you know, boom. That sort of thing. You could have ones where it's like crashes going like all that sort of stuff. You could have like quieter bits where it's just the hi-hats and you can kind of bring it back down with maybe the crashes, the single crashes, with maybe like some sort of stuff. Maybe, because there's so many variations of this riff that are going to take place in the song, I think to begin with, I'm looking at a kind of a deserty sort of thing with this, because to me this is a very gizzard sort of, King Gizzard sort of rhythm. Almost, but now it's almost turning into a bit drum and bass with that bit, which I quite like. I'm not setting out to make a drum and bass song at all. But yeah, it's going to start off with the singular G1. Just like this. And then later on, you would have one that kind of goes a bit more melodic and it's slowly going up the scale. So. So yeah, you've got those two variations. And I also like the idea, because I was coming up with, because I thought the song was in 7/8, so I started trying to figure it out in 7/8, and I figured out all I could play in the 7/8 was. And it made me think, 7/8 and 9/8 are two opposites of the same coin. So what I thought, why not combine the two of them? So introduce the riff as maybe a 7/8 thing, or have a 7/8 alteration of this 9/8 thing, or maybe like, so look at how these two work together. I think they work quite well together. Let's try G and then the A version. So. Let's try the other way around. I think that's going to work better. Hang on. That's quite hard, actually. Because that, to me, 7/8 and 9/8 being two opposites of the same coin, if you combine them together, you're kind of cancelling them out. Because I don't want the song to be in 9/8. I want it to mostly be in 4/4 with this and maybe a couple other sections sort of taking Helm in different directions and pulling the song in new ways to give it some sort of life and organicness to it. It's a very freeing, liberating sort of song. So the idea would be, I think, you would put yourself in 7/8 to begin with, and then 9/8, do 4 bars of each. That technically works out at like 16/16, which is just 4/4. So you could make that kind of feel right, is my logic. That's my logic. I don't know if it's good logic, but it's my logic. So yeah, I think that's going to be the end of the video, because I think I've figured out something nice. I'm happy with this. I know that 45 minutes to get to this wasn't particularly like satisfying, but you know what? Like, as long as you're making bits of progress, this is hard, man. This is a puzzle. I'm not a particularly big music theory guy. If I was Signal's music studio, I could sort this out in like that, you know? But I'm not. All I know is just how to have a bit of fun jamming. I don't know particularly much music theory. As I think I've said it already, I looked up how to play G Lydian. What I did was I did this. G Lydian scale guitar, right? And you just get one of these up. I didn't get that one. I got this one, because this one has the root note on it. So you can just see, it's all like this, and it's all quite easy to figure out. I'm starting to play Connect 4. Yeah, there you are. Connect 4. Well, I suppose Connect 6, they won. Yeah, so that's going to be everything from me. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've got any thoughts on making your own MIDI drums, or if this helped you make some MIDI drums and helped you through the process of figuring things out, I think the slow, in real time figuring of it out can be hopefully quite useful. And if it was, do let me know. If it wasn't, I'm probably going to start making more like edited ones as time goes on. But for now, I'm happy with this format. But I'll get sick of it at some point, and we'll start doing things a little bit more edited, a little bit more like this guy actually. If I'm gonna look him up, Stevie McLaughlin, because he does really good videos, and to be honest, credit to him for being kind of the person that has inspired me to do these particular music-y sort of videos. Let's see. Oh, I should have done that one. Whatever. So there we are. What he does, he just makes videos
There's a
kind of
carrier
like this.
wave here, which I'm guessing is probably controlled by Midi.
And it's all just sort of done in real time, but he edits little bits out and stuff like that. Right, so the thing that I've been
looking forward to doing most...
He kind of does like a cut, and it's like, right, so what I've done is I've done this, and then it'll cut to like the clip of it. And then, so what I'm thinking we should add is a little bit of this. And then he goes and adds it, and that kind of thing. So I really recommend this channel. Please check him out. One of my favourite music YouTubers in general, because he's so naturalistic and so down to earth about it, and his music's fucking good as well. Yeah, that's going to be everything from me. Take care, everybody. Have a good rest of the day. Bye-bye. Love you all. And please email me at officialmorrisonfilms@gmail.com if you're interested in joining this email band and this overall music community project that we are working on. Maybe that's what the Discord that is being made can be used for as well. We could use the Discord for Johnny Mozza to also put ideas back and forth and to have some kind of hub for this music project, which we'll have to come up with a name of. I like the manta shrimps. I want to make it the manta shrimps because I think that's cool. Because the manta shrimp, let me just show you before I leave, the mantis shrimp. These animals are fucking so cool. Look at that. Can you find me an animal that looks cooler than that and we'll name it after that? Yeah, because seriously, that's not even from this world. Look at that. That's a really good picture, by the way, whoever took this. But look at it. It's amazing. Look how close it can get as well. Like, those are its eyes. Those are its eyes. That's incredible. And you got this. Look at that. What is that? Is that a leg? No, it's sort of, is it like fur? I don't know. It's like, it's mental whatever these guys are. I love them. And they have a punch that can actually cause shock waves throughout the water because it can actually punch, and the shock wave from the motion can cause the water to split and part and a small air bubble to move faster than the speed of sound. So they can actually punch bullets, which is pretty cool. That's why I named the mantis shrimps after them. So yeah, that's going to be everything. Take care. I've actually got texts I need to respond to, so that's part of why I'm ending the video as well. So bye. What a great way of ending a video. Oh yeah, I've got shit to do. Fuck this. Right, bye.